Hello, nail friends. This is Honey Doll Nails back again with another video. PUEEN Stamping Set and all things nail stamping. Before we get started, don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment. And while you're at it, hit that notification bell so that you may be notified of all future videos. Hello, nail friends. How are you? Happy New Year. Thank God we made it into another year. Today we're going to be talking about stamping, the do's and don'ts. And I just wanted to share with you this beautiful PUEEN Cosmetics crystal stamper and scraper kit. Isn't it gorgeous? You can purchase this on Amazon. Now I will leave the information for everything in this video down below. If you want to purchase it, you can. It's so beautiful. When I went, I think it was maybe 2 days ago, onto Amazon to see if it was still available, they were sold out. Okay, but that doesn't mean that it won't be available when you go to get it, okay? Maybe they're revamping it. Maybe they're redoing something new to it. It's nice and heavy. Most stampers back in the days, you would have to scrape them to activate them. Like you would have to take like a file, an old file, and scrape across the top of it and then wipe it with alcohol, and then it would be very sticky. But with this one, you don't have to do that because they already come activated now. All right, I'm going to show you different stampers that I have purchased and scraping cards and stamping kits that I have purchased in the past. But right now I just want you to see how beautiful the stamping set is. And like I said, it comes with 2 scraping cards. I have purchased this set before. You have to be very careful with it because it is delicate. The crystal part of it fell off of it. I might have had it maybe a year and it came off, but you can always glue that back on. So here we have different types of stampers, as you can see. Some of them you can see through while you're stamping. Some of them you cannot. Stampers come in many different sizes and shapes. And I also have a little small PUEEN stamper that's good for like a flower or a butterfly or something like that. So it all depends on how big you want whatever you're stamping to be on the nail. So since Valentine's Day is coming up, I decided to do a Valentine's Day a stamp. Now I'm going to go through my scraping cards. So these are my old scraping cards, and as you can see, I've used them, but they're pretty good. They're nice and heavy. You can use anything plastic as long as you can scrape with it pretty good. You can also go on to PUEEN's website and order specifically straight from them. So here's a nail scraper that I got from Born Pretty, and here's one that also has etching on it, so that means that it's a scraper as well as a stamping card, excuse me, at the same time. So they're like different kinds that you can purchase. Those 2 I got from AliExpress, of course. So now we're going to be looking at the different sets. Now, PUEEN has 2 different sets of stamping plates. I don't have every one, but these are the ones that I purchased a couple of years ago. I rarely ever use them, but this year I said my clients are getting stamps. And I'm also going to be doing a video on how to airbrush, so my clients will be getting airbrushing as well. But I just love these PUEEN stamping plates. See how beautiful they are? They're nice and big. Now, some stamping plates come with the etchings etched deep, and some of them have the etchings not so deep, and I'm going to show you the difference between the 2 of those. But on the back of each plate, it will give you the instructions on how to stamp, as you can see. And they're all beautiful. This is the Theme Park Secret Garden #1. So there was a #1 set and there was a #2 set, and you'll see that as we move on. But it all depends on what your client likes. Now, you can stamp and then color them in and lay it down. It's many things you could do with a stamper. We're just going to be working on the basics today. So this is stamping plate number 2. So I think there was like 4 number 2s and maybe 4 number 1s. It's up to you what you want to do. These are beautiful stamping plates, and I'm going to show you some other stamping plates that I got from AliExpress. Yeah, AliExpress. So you can get the single little stamps, or you can get like a whole collage of flowers and butterflies and stuff like this. I think this is a Nature Lover. I had so many. So normally what I do when my clients sit at my table, I will lay them all out, and I will let them pick the ones they want. I'll let them pick their own colors and everything like that. And then they'll get back to me and let me know which ones they want, and then we'll work on the colors. Today we're going to just be working on a single color, either black, white, or red. I'll do another video on how you color them in and make them look amazing. You can also use stampers, as you've seen on TikTok and all over the internet, using stampers for French manicures. It's like a nail hack. But I would only do that with a stamper that was old. I wouldn't do that with the crystal stamper. I would do it with the big round stamper that I had. That stamper is like 4 years old, and it's time for me to throw that away. But instead of throwing that away, you can use it to make other type of designs with it. So I'll make another video. If you would like to see that, let me know in the comment box below. If you would like to see how to do French manicures with stampers, or how you color it in. Color in your stamping plates so it looks more realistic. Because you can either color it while it's on the client's nail, or you can color it and then place it on the client's nail. This is so beautiful. The stamping plates are amazing. Oh, I forgot that one had the evil eye on it. But like I said, they're all interesting. Stamping, it's an art, it's a technique. Once you get your technique down, there's basically nothing that you can't do with the stamp. You can come up with the most beautiful designs ever. Just take your time. You don't have to use stamping polish. Now, I tell people, if you don't have because stamping polish is expensive, and in a minute I'm going to show you the difference between stamping polishes in different sizes. Ping has the biggest bottles of stamping polish I have ever seen, and they're expensive. They're not cheap. So we're going to be using this one today, the Fairy Tale collection. Excuse me, the Fairy Tale Lovers collection. So I'm going to be stamping this boy and girl, and I'm also going to be stamping love. But it's many different ones that you could use to stamp with. So these are just the few that I have, but they have much more than this. They have the largest selection of stamping polishes. I think they have their stamping polish set is like $40, and it comes with all the basic colors. And then they have the stamping plates. They have round, square, and the ones that I had, like the long triangles. Yeah. So this one is from Born Pretty, and it is a flower stamper. I had another one inside. I didn't realize that. I see it now, but I didn't realize that. And it was just butterfly wings. But here's one for the summer. This was from You Are Sugar. It is just so pretty. I just love it. And then we have Now these I got from AliExpress, so you could just go to AliExpress, excuse me, and type in stamping plates, and it'll be so many plates that will come up. It's ridiculous. Thousands and thousands of stamping plates. Now, all stamping plates are not made equal. I will say that. I like to get high quality stamping plates because the deeper the grooves are, the better it will be. Like this one is not a high quality stamping plate. You can look at it and tell it's not. Even though it has really nice, pretty little flowers and stuff like that on it, it's not a high quality plate. I might have paid 50 cents for that plate. But Zoe, yeah, they are high quality stamping plate. These are designer plates. So you can see the difference in the plate that we had before with those little tiny flowers in it versus this big, huge stamping plate. And they're nice and heavy. There were so many, really did not know which one to pick. I just clicked it, and when it came, it was so cute, and I was like, oh wow, this is so beautiful. Now, how do you clean your stamping plates? So I clean my stamping plates with alcohol, soap and water, or either acetone. Now these big plates, this CK11, that's a pretty good stamping plate. The next one is a French plate. So it's for French nails, and it does the very tip of the nail. So you definitely have to line it up right in order to be able to lay it down properly. You got to line this stuff up, because if you don't, it's going to be crooked, and then you have to do it again. So I suggest that you practice. Just keep practicing until you get it right. Because, everything is not going to be perfect when you first try it. So you're going to have to keep trying it over and over again until you get it right. So like I said, you can clean it with 70% alcohol, or you can clean it with regular fingernail polish, or you can clean it with acetone. And then when you finish doing that, you get some soap and water, hot water, clean it with an old toothbrush to get any grooves, and then you take a nice clean cloth, and then you can shine them up. Now, for me, I don't shine mine up because some of them I use more than others, as you can see, or you can tell I use this one a lot because of the butterflies. See how big the etchings are. And on the side there, that's fingernail polish. So you're going to have to get some acetone to get that off. Now, I don't take the plates off of this white paper on the back. I just don't. I just leave it up there. I think it looks good that way. Now, some people actually get like photo albums, and they put it inside of a photo album, and then your clients can thumb through it that way. It's easier that way. Personally, for me, I haven't thought about that. I like to keep them in their sleeves, but it's up to you what you want to do when you're trying to present a product to your client and your client's never used it before. You want them to see everything instead of having to take it out of the sleeves all the time. That you can actually get a photo album and put it in there. Or you can buy, these little things that you put your stamps in. So they do have them, and you can buy them. As a matter of fact, I'll leave one or two in the link down below so you can see what I'm talking about. And to me, I think that's a waste of money. I just leave mine in the sleeves. I know that Ping has one that has the booklet, and it also has the stamping plates inside of it, so it's all one kit. So that's the one that I'll just leave a link below to that one. It's just easier because it has the stamps and everything all together in one. Okay, so this is what I'm talking about. This is some of the stamping polishes. Now, I think the stamping polishes may be $8 to $10 per color. To me, it's best that you get the $30, $40 one because you get so many. You get so many and it's less money. So you can see like the small bottle of stamping polish versus the big bottle of stamping polish. They're both black. Black is black. But like I said, if you have some old fingernail polish that's kind of sticky and gunky, and then you put some acetone in it, shake it up, warm it up really, really good, but don't thin it out too much, you could still use that to stamp with. You can also use gel to stamp with, which is something I've never tried, but I have seen people do it on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. I have seen them use gel to stamp with. It's easier to clean up. I'll give it to you that way. Okay, so here I have nails already ready, and like I said, I'm going to do like a little Valentine's stamp. So I'm going to do black, of course, so we can see it a little better. I would put details in it if I was doing this for a client, but for today's demonstration, I'm going to do it as simple as possible. I'm going to do a do and a don't. So we're going to do the boy and the girl with the heart. And then I'm going to do love. So I think I'm going to do love first. And I'm going to do that in the black. So when it comes down to stamping, number one, you want to make sure that your plate is absolutely clean. You want to make sure that your scraping card is clean. You want to make sure that your polish is smooth and not gunky. So for me, being that I am right-handed, I'm going to swipe from right to left. It all depends on which hand you write with. I like to have all my tools in my hand at one time. It's up to you what you decide to do. You don't have to do it that way, but this is just the way that I do mine. So I'm going to put a little bit of black on it, and then I'm going to scrape across. Now I'm going to show you what not to do first. I'm going to put the black down, and then I'm going to over scrape it. Okay, so I'm going to put the black down. You see what I mean? I don't have enough black on there. I'm just doing it. So I'm doing it as if I don't know what I'm doing. So I'm going to put the black down. I didn't put enough. And I'm going to show you what's going to happen. And then I'm going to scrape it across. Put a little pressure to it. Now see, what I'm going to do is I'm going to scrape it again. Now, when I scraped it the second time, that was the mistake I made. And the third time. Because now I scraped it so much that I can't pick anything up. Now I'm going to show you what I mean. I got nothing. See? I didn't get anything. And it doesn't have anything to do with the scraper. It's just that because it's polished and it's lacquer, it dries really, really fast. So I've cleaned that off, and now we're going to start over again. So now I'm going to put a hefty amount of polish down. Because you got to work fast when you're working with lacquer versus gel. I'm going to scrape one time. I'm going to grab my stamper. I'm going to pick it up. See, now I got it. Now I'm going to take my nail and I'm going to lay it however I want to lay it down. But what we're doing is we're rolling. So I'm going to lay it down and I'm going to roll in. And there it is. So you want to roll. Now, some people just stamp like you stamp something, like you just press down and lift up. Now, you can do it that way if you want to. Personally, for me, I like the roll method. But no matter what, it's tedious. It's a little bit messy, but once you get your technique down, you're good to go. Want to wipe that off. You want to make sure it's completely dry before you move on to the next nail. Now I could take that and I could draw white inside of it or whatever. Maybe, but I'm going to set that aside and let it dry. So now I'm going to show you a don't with the boy and girl. What happens if I don't... Oh yeah, and another thing, don't forget, please clean off your scraping card. Please clean off your scraping card. I say clean it off every single time because you want to work with a clean surface. You want to work with clean products. You want to make as less mistakes as possible. Now, rarely ever have I stamped a whole set of 10 nails. I might have stamped 4 nails or maybe 2 nails or even 1 nail. Because anytime I take out my stamping kit, I charge $5 per nail. Okay, so now I have the boy and the girl on there. Okay, so now I'm going to not lay it down right. And I'm going to show you what happens. Now, see, you saw that was not even in the middle. I rolled it. All right, now I'm going to show you what that looks like. I got half of it on, half of it I didn't get on, and I left the other half on the stamper. So that's not going to work. So now I'm going to clean that off and clean the nail off because it will wipe right off. Just get some fingernail polish remover and wipe it off. That's why I said before you do any type of stamping, make sure that you put base coat on the nail after you polish it. Put base coat on it and then let that base coat dry and your stamps will come out really, really nice. Okay, you see I roll. You don't have to roll. You could just do that. You could just stamp it and pull it straight up. Okay, so now I'm going to lay it down properly. I'm going to take it and I'm going to put it right in the middle of the nail and then I'm going to roll it. Now that looks so much better. Okay, so now we're at the end of this video. I hope that you learned a little something. Please leave your comments down below in the box below. Thank you so much for tuning into this episode. God bless you until we see each other again.